Nature Girl 30 here, guys, and I just saw this latest Girl Meets World episode, Girl Meets Forgiveness, and honestly, it was really good, very touching, and I'm kind of glad they did kind of touch on it. Uh, Forgiveness is not an easy thing to do, especially if it's somebody that's hurt you over the years, and it's very difficult to let go, and wondering whether you ever could. That's what I really loved about this episode, and especially with Maya. She's been struggling a lot about letting go, but I'm actually seeing a lot of growth in her. And even though she was able to let go a little bit of her anger, she still wasn't able to fully forgive her father. But at least she was honest with it. And that's what I enjoyed about that. You actually do see a lot of I don't want to say humanity, but I feel that she's is the one that's gonna have the most growth in this series, and that's the one thing I absolutely love the most. But the one negative thing that I have is like they made such a big deal about Girl Meets Texas, and then all of a sudden everyone's like starting dating other people and all that other stuff. But it just seemed like that whole thing just kind of cut off, and then they moved into something new, and then kind of forgot about all that. But even though they kind of showed hints with the cameras of how everybody would react and how they wouldn't talk about it, but it just seems like you kind of wish there was a little bit of continuation about it. Not really so much fully throwing themselves into the whole love triangle ish thing, but I kind of was hoping for the fact that they would forgive each other. That Riley would forgive, that Riley would forgive Maya for having feelings for Lucas, and Maya would forgive Riley for I guess being upset with her or something. Well, I thought it would be not really so much Maya forgiving Riley, but Riley forgiving Maya, because I know it had to bother her a little bit, even though she kind of gave him up for her best friend. You can tell it bothered her a little bit, and she was probably a bit angry. So it would actually have been nice if they kind of forgave each other. Seriously, it really would have been nice to kind of see a little bit of a hint of some sort of resolve of what happened for Girl Meets Texas, because that was one of the biggest episodes of the season. And that you would think they would actually touch on that, but they didn't. But even if they didn't touch on that, it still did not at all fray this episode. I'm happy that we had a chance to see what Kermit looks like, and the fact his name Kermit was hilarious. Um, but I was hoping that Ryder Strong would be in this episode. I was hoping to see some Sean. But we didn't see any Sean. We didn't see any conflict. It would have been nice to actually see Sean there. We might see him later on down the line in another episode. But it seems like that Kermit kind of made his first and only appearance. So I'm not sure which direction they're going to take here. It wouldn't make any sense for Kermit to come back. Especially how, and I mean, how the episode was pretty much geared towards Maya forgiving her dad. But then you would also wish you would see Katie forgive her ex-husband. Nothing there. Like there was, I mean, she was still kind of pissed at him, and I'm like, okay, if this whole episode is about forgiveness, why don't we show forgiveness for the adults too? Besides, at the very end, when it was cute with Topanga kind of gave Corey like at least 4 red letters of forgiveness and stuff. I thought that was cute, but it would have been nice to see some resolve with Katie, because Katie needs that resolve more than Maya does, because I think Maya is okay with letting go, but Katie isn't, and it's kind of messing up her relationship with Sean, possibly kind of being a barrier there. It would have been nice for her to have some resolve there too, so we'll be able to move forward with her and Sean and see where it goes from there. At this point, I have not heard whether or not they're gonna actually have a season 3. But if you did find out, by all means, leave in the comments and let me know, because I'm curious. Because it would be nice to have a 3rd season, so we'll be able to at least get some resolve on some things. But at this point, there's so many things that could have added in here, especially with the fact that the having a season 3 is pending on the balance. I was hoping that they actually did have some resolve with the adults besides the kids. But those are the 2 negative points that I have, but it's not that huge. This actually was a really great episode. I enjoyed seeing a lot of growth coming out of Maya. I didn't really see much of the guys, but the guys were kind of separate from the girls. Sometimes I like that. The guys did their own thing, and the girls did their own thing. And of course, the girls have more growth than the guys. Lucas still has a long way to go. And at least Zay had a little bit of more say in this episode, so I kind of enjoyed that too, as well as Fargo. Um, but honestly, guys, this wasn't a bad episode. I enjoyed it. I really am looking forward to the next episode, which is going to be a doozy. But I want to hear your thoughts about Girl Meets World or Girl Meets Forgiveness. And leave it in the comments below. I'm curious to hear what you guys think about this episode. This is Naturegirl 30 signing off. Peace out, guys. Later.